Pop culture has painted a very specific picture of our ancestors. We imagine shivering, primitive brutes huddling in caves, barely surviving the hostile, frozen wasteland of the last glacial maximum. Biologically speaking, this scenario poses a serious problem. Unlike the woolly mammoths or cave bears they lived alongside, humans lack thick fur, heavy layers of blubber, or any natural physical defenses against sub-zero climates. Logic dictates that a species originating in the intense heat of the African savanna should have quickly perished when temperatures plummeted across the globe. Modern archaeology reveals a different reality. The humans of the Ice Age were sophisticated engineers, tailored clothing designers, and complex social thinkers. Human survival was a result of calculated ingenuity. They met the harshest climate crisis in history with engineering that transformed their biological odds. The idea that the entire European continent was a continuous, lifeless sheet of ice is a misconception. Beneath the waters of the modern North Sea lies Doggerland, a vast, submerged landmass. Recently, scientists extracted sedimentary ancient DNA from marine cores drilled directly into the ocean floor here. The sediment reveals that 16,000 years ago, Doggerland was a lush microrefugium. While ice covered the north, this climatic haven supported dense forests of oak, elm, and hazel. These stable environments allowed human communities to thrive, building rich, complex societies. They maintained deep traditions of shared intergenerational knowledge, documented through symbolic storytelling and cave art. New archaeological evidence places children at the center of these social structures. They functioned as independent community members, mastering complex crafts like toolmaking and passing refined skills to the next generation. By treating every member as a critical asset and seeking out ecological sanctuaries, these communities strategically mastered the Ice Age landscape. Securing food presented a serious mechanical problem. Taking down a multi-ton mammoth or mastodon requires overcoming a sheer scale disparity between human hunters and their massive prey. Biomechanical experiments using replica spears against simulated bone have proven that a weapon thrown or thrust by human arms simply lacks the kinetic force to pierce the thick hide and muscle of Ice Age megafauna. This explains the careful engineering of Clovis and Solutrean points. These slender, fluted stone blades required immense skill to craft and were designed for an entirely different method of hunting. The evidence points to pike hunting. Hunters firmly planted these specialized spears into the ground, angling the sharp points upward. As the mammoth charged, the weapon utilized the animal's own massive weight and momentum to drive the blade deep. Securing enough calories to survive required staring down the largest mammals on Earth and executing a deadly equation of physics. Those calories were burned in brutal conditions. Draping a loose, untailored animal hide over the shoulders would leave a person dangerously exposed to freezing winds, leading to rapid hypothermia. Using a rock chisel called a burin, humans carved lightweight bone and antler into the world's first sewing needles. By threading these fine-pointed bone needles with wild vegetable fibers, early humans moved beyond rudimentary pelts to construct tight-fitting, individually tailored garments. They carefully selected specific animal skins to build a layered system, combining moisture-wicking undergarments with highly effective waterproof outer parkas made from reindeer or Arctic fox. They conquered the freezing temperatures by inventing extreme weather gear, turning an inherent biological vulnerability into a perfectly insulated defense. This optimization extended to their living spaces. Natural geological formations like limestone rock overhangs were modified with draked hides and internal wooden structures, creating weatherproofed homes centered around a blazing communal hearth. Their diets were equally optimized. They sustained a high-protein regimen of lean meat and fish, wild plants, and seasonal fruits. This dense nutrition fueled a daily lifestyle of extreme physical intensity, from hunting massive megafauna to managing these frozen landscapes. Surviving on these narrow caloric margins selected for a metabolism designed to ruthlessly conserve energy during times of scarcity. We still carry those thrifty genes today, but the modern world has replaced that massive physical exertion with a sedentary caloric surplus. This genetic mismatch is the primary driver behind modern lifestyle diseases. The last glacial maximum forced humanity into an evolutionary crucible, one that was conquered through collective ingenuity.